Hey guys, it's Nate here from PassportParents.com. Thanks for joining us for this episode of Passport Parents TV. After Lindsay's last video talking about packing and what we've brought for our trip, we received a few emails asking about what I was bringing for work. As some of you know, I am working while we're traveling, so I've set up my office remotely. I have an online business that I'm able to operate pretty much anywhere that there's a steady internet connection. Here so far in Costa Rica, it's been pretty good. We've had a couple of days where it's been rough, but I am working here. This is my setup. I'm actually in one of the bedrooms of the apartment that we're staying in here in Jaco Beach. So I have my own space. I can close the door. It's a little quieter. I can get some more work done when it is work time. Kind of hard with that view. The beach is right out there, but I'm trying to take advantage of this. This is the only place we'll be staying during our travels that we are right on the beach and have a beach view, so I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm also trying to cut back the amount of time that I was spending on work back in the States, so working 40, 50, sometimes 60 hours a week. I'm trying to scale that back quite a bit. So I want to be as efficient as possible when I am working, because I want to be able to get out and enjoy where we are. I want to spend time with the family. I want to enjoy our travels. So I'm trying to be as efficient as possible when I do sit down to work. And as such, I've sort of had to alter my workflow just a little bit so that I can focus when I am sitting down here at the computer, and then have the rest of my day free to go out, play with the kids. I can see them down at the pool right now, surfing lessons, going to town, going to dinner, whatever we choose to do. So let's take a look first at what I'm using for work, my equipment. Alright, so there's not a lot to it. You can see this is pretty much everything I have for work here, aside from the camera and the travel tripod that I'm filming this with. Basically, MacBook Pro here. This is my primary computer where I actually sit down to do work. It's powerful enough to process pretty much everything I need to do. If that's video or photos or audio, it handles everything really, really well. But it's pretty compact, and I can travel with it small enough to carry along. iPad over here and iPhone. These are both really handy for getting a little bit of work done without having to sit in this room. Obviously I can take the laptop, but these are kind of nice that I can just go out on the deck or go down by the pool and use those. Got a power bank here. We actually bought this in the US to back up power for the iPad and the iPhone, not only for work but also to entertain the kids. We're going to have I think about a 36-hour travel day from Denver. We go through Denver and onto Bangkok, so this will come in pretty handy to keep movies going on the iPad so that we can keep the kiddos entertained on those long flights. Other than that, you can see here I have a desktop microphone which I can use for voiceovers when I'm doing screencasting, different projects that I do, podcasting, things like that. I've also got a small portable mic that plugs into the iPhone. Haven't really used this yet, but we're hoping to maybe do some interviews with people on the road while we're traveling for you guys to listen to. And most importantly, noise-canceling headphones. No matter what is going on in that next room in there, temper tantrums and all, I can survive. These are getting me through, so I can focus and get stuff done with those. So that's really all there is to it. You can see it's pretty simple. I don't have much with me. So I know I mentioned earlier that my workflow has had to shift a bit because I don't want to be sitting in this room if I don't have to be. And don't get me wrong, I love what I do. I love working on my business. I'm an entrepreneur, so I'm always thinking of new ideas that I want to test out and map out. But when I'm here, I want to be doing work, so my workflow has had to change a little bit so that I can be efficient. And these devices are really great for that, the iPad and the iPhone. My cycle really starts at the end of each work session. So when I'm finished working today, I will go into, I use OmniFocus to plan out all of my projects and tasks for the next day. I keep track of everything in there. Each project is broken down into specific tasks, and then I assign an amount of time to those, so I know precisely how much time I'm going to need to spend on work when I sit down for one of these sessions. So when I sit down at the computer, the only thing I have open other than what I'm working on is OmniFocus, so I can check in and get notes that I need and see what tasks I have on deck. So that's the end. In the evenings, I will usually handle email late at night via the iPad. So I try not to do any email when I'm sitting here at my computer because I have so many opportunities either at night or early in the mornings to do that through one of the other devices. So try not to bog down my work sessions with email. When I do sit down to handle email, each one either gets a response, goes to the trash, or it becomes a new task or project in OmniFocus. So usually in the mornings, that is my sort of my personal development quiet time. But at the end of that time, I'll usually also check in either on the iPhone or the iPad and take a look at OmniFocus and what's on deck for the day so that I can sort of get in the right frame of mind for what I need to do. So that's about it. This workflow allows me to be really efficient when I'm here. All I do is work on the projects and tasks that are at hand for the day. Email, Facebook, social media, all that stuff can be handled from one of these other devices out on the patio at night or early in the morning. So that's the workflow, and I hope you guys enjoyed this little glimpse into life as a traveling working dad, and we will see you in the next Passport Parents episode. Thanks for watching.